All right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron here. Bring your daily horoscope for the 24th. So, I just traveled across the state of Michigan, literally from the west side back to my house on the east side. And I was all excited to be able to come home to the studio to bring you this astrology report. And lo and behold, I don't have power. So, thankfully, I have a couple like battery powered bulbs here to sit here and talk about astrology. Why not? Expect the unexpected when we have the moon conjunct Uranus. This happens all the time. This is beautiful. Like, I actually love this. I love when things get so literal when they get to be incorporated into the astrology reports. It's okay, this is home. Okay, the moon is in exalted in Taurus. It's a place that it feels very comfortable. Um, it's about balanced, about being even keeled, even when things are not how we want them to be. I'm supposed to have an event here tomorrow. I don't even know if that's going to happen. I might have to change plans. We've got the moon conjunct Uranus and it's opposing Venus. All right. This is not easy energy to deal with. Again, we're being forced not only to sit with our shadow, which people don't often want to do. It's a lot easier for us to, it's like, look at the speck in somebody else's eye instead of acknowledging the plank in our own. It's easier to say that, not in all cases, but in a lot of cases, it's easier to pass the buck, to pass the blame. And in this, something like we talked about yesterday, and this is a reoccurring thing, because the moon is opposing Venus today, because the moon is conjunct Uranus, that we have to honor what is ours. We have to sit through our emotions. We have to sit with ourselves. We have to go to the depths of our emotions. We can't pass the buck, pass the blame on to somebody else. And when things go awry, when things are, I don't know, put us on tilt or off kilter. Not put us on tilt, because I think that's the point of this energy, is when things go off kiltered, we'll say that. When things are unhinged, when things are not even, the importance is for us to be even. For us to find our own balance. And we don't say, oh, well, the reason that I'm not balanced, and this is where we go back to that, like, passing the buck or passing the blame kind of thing. The reason we don't say, well, I'm this didn't get done, or this happened, or this, or because of this, that, it's like, well, it's back to self. It's my personal responsibility. And it's not always easy for us to take that responsibility and put it on ourselves and say, yeah, we messed up, or yeah, this is how I feel. It's sometimes easier to do, to divert, to blame other things. And we do this because a lot of reasons. We don't want to hurt somebody else, perhaps. We don't want to hurt ourselves. This is like the kids saying, yeah, mom and dad, I'm the one that drew on the wall with the crayon. It's like your mom and dad already know that. But it's like owning up and saying, yeah, it was me that did it. Aren't you proud of my artwork? It's a different way to take this. Like, yeah, that was me. I did that. I'm going to stand behind what I did. Or I'm ashamed of what I did. And I want to change something about it. We can always expect the unexpected. When it comes to the moon conjunct Uranus, when it comes to any planet making any connection with Uranus. And because we're dealing with Venus, we're dealing with matters of the heart. And when they're matters of the heart, they're amplified. It's like, in that sense, Venus is like Jupiter. It's under the magnifying glass. Like, man, when we're talking about things that we're sensitive to, our own feelings, our own emotions, that in which we love, other people that we love, we don't want to disappoint them. We don't want to disappoint ourselves. We don't want to hurt them. We don't want to hurt ourselves. We don't want to get hurt by anybody else. So sometimes we make up little stories that, whatever, to divert the real. It's like, oh my God, what we do, we sabotage ourselves in relationships. We sabotage all kinds of things. And the point of this moon conjunct Uranus, opposing Venus this year, with Mars and the sun in Libra. Okay, the sun's starting to conjunct Mars in Libra. Mercury's still there at 24 degrees, creating a square to Pluto. So this is how you communicate, and it's so important that to understand that Mercury is opposing Eris right now through the 27th. When Mercury retrogrades the 28th, 29th. It's like this whole week, Mercury is opposing Eris. How do you deal with communication when it's coming from other people? Do we take that moment, to stay as even and balanced as possible for ourselves, but still show up? This isn't like you get to run and hide and go back to your safe space. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't Cancer energy. And I mean that because that's what Cancer energy is generally about. It's just like, okay, I need to think about this. I'm going to take a moment here. Sorry, the camera's so shaky. I'm going to take a moment and go home and sit and think about it. This is like, no, we're in a business meeting. This is a conversation that's happening. Your presence is requested. This is not easy. This is a challenging thing. It's difficult. Emotions are high. And we need to find a solution. We need to create communication. This isn't run and hide energy. This is look at it, be it, look it into the face, whatever it is, and stand up. And this is how we learn about ourselves. This is where we learn what we're capable of. And because Mars and the Sun are coming into a conjunction right now in Libra, this is like you have to be there for other people. You might want to run and hide. You might want to. But you need to be there, for other people. This isn't like we need to be there for other people as much as we want to perhaps not be. And how are we choosing to deal with that communication? And when we show up, when we step up and we're able to sit there through the difficult conversation or the difficult thing and not evade or escape or run away, this is now Mercury and Pluto, Eris. That's the little square happening, the T-square happening. Is we level up as individuals. We become a greater sense of our own authority because we were able to work through something. We didn't have to run and cower. We didn't have to run and hide. We were able to stay there, stay present, and be. And that's what the universe is asking us right now. See the way through it. Work your way through the cave to find the light on the other side of the tunnel. As crazy as it may get. All right, my friends. Your friends will be waiting for you there, That's the beauty. Mercury is still creating this trine over to Jupiter, too, which is about, the community. And it's just like where the Sun and Mars, they're in this place of balanced community and communication and patience and understanding and cooperation. I think that's one of the key words here with Libra is not just about justice and balance, but cooperation, co-creating. We're co-creating this experience. So when we're going through the cave, Venus here, going through the emotions in Scorpio, opposing Uranus, opposing the moon, our safe comfort zone, we're expanding on what is comfortable, and it's like we level up, our friends level up, we all kind of raise together, we're all in it together. So that's our day, my friends. Have a happy Friday. Great start of your week, and hopefully my power's back on tomorrow. Well, either way, you get to see stuff you've never seen. There's a painting. There's another painting. It's not finished, but I hung it up anyway. All right. I love you. Wish you enough, and I'll see you tomorrow.